You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Go. Don't waste no time.
I'm convinced you say whenever you're ready, I press record, and that's when you choose to take a drink, as opposed to taking a drink and then saying whenever you're ready. So outside of, getting into the reasons behind that, I know you've had a fun-filled week. I know you've got a fun-filled evening watching what you call Thursday night football, what I call Friday morning football.
Yeah.
How are you?
I mean, whenever you're ready, Kadeem. Like, I can't just take a swig real quick. Wet the whistle. Y'all say wet the whistle?
Think so.
Yeah, wet the whistle. Yeah,
Pretty sure.
I can't wet the whistle real quick. Yeah, man, bro. Listen, should we do the introduction first before I go into this? The legend of a story we got. Yeah, let's do this. It's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm your boy, Charlie Touche. I got my co-host, Kadeem Simmons, with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast. Bro, listen. So I'm meeting up with DraftKings Jason and 5-Yard Lee. 5-Yard Lee of the Dolphin UK podcast, the official Miami Dolphins podcast network. And we're going to chop it up, watch some Thursday night football together. I got to reach out to them boys because I don't know if we're going in Dolphin attire or, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the only one not wearing Dolphin attire or the only one wearing Dolphin attire. So I got to hit these boys up before I come in. But shout out to them boys. Yeah, man, listen. So a couple of days ago, anybody who follow us on GTD social media, you seen me and LB out fishing. So there's some clips out there, some shorts out there, some things out there where you catch us fishing. And from now on, Kadeem, if I ever mention myself and LB, let's pump the brakes real quick. I'm gonna sing you something, bro. I should have did this before the podcast even started, but I'm glad I remembered it right now. So yeah, let's do this right here. How about you tell me about your past couple of days, bro?
I've worked. I've got a bone to pick with LB. Mm-hmm. LB is talking about One Piece being the best anime of all time, but he doesn't watch the filler episodes. So for me, how can you claim something to be the best show of all time in a certain category, but then willingly skip episodes? So I've got family members who also watch One Piece, and they say the same thing. Oh yeah, I skip fillers. I'm like, so then how? If this show is so great, how can you skip a single episode? Like, I don't understand that logic. You're looking at me like it's a plausible logic. Like,
no, that's unacceptable, actually. And check your phone while I'm going up. We're gonna share a couple of these picks, but hold on before we share those. Yeah, that's unacceptable. I don't know what LB got going on. That is a bone you got to pick with him for sure, because that's unacceptable. And since we're talking about series and shows, yeah, you can't skip over stuff. Ain't no way. So you gotta. Matter of fact, we got to get him on so he could defend himself. You feel me? But 100%. Bro, you been keeping up with House of the Dragons?
We are one behind, so I haven't seen this week's episode, and I know the series finale is next week, so I'll be caught up.
We'll get to that too. So listen, man, I've been fishing, and like real fishing, not like fishing for something like actual fishing. We go on a boat and me and LB went out Fort Lauderdale and tested our luck. Let's see what we get. And I'm gonna be real with you, Kadeem. I think we went twice in 2 days. I think we went Tuesday and Wednesday, or Monday and Wednesday. I can't remember, if I'm being honest with you. So the first day we went, we shared a couple pictures, a couple real quick shorts, and on Go Time Dolphins GTD social media, and we didn't catch nothing the first day. Now I want to be clear about we didn't catch anything. I think we caught about 7 fish, but there's restrictions to the size. So if they're not of a certain size, we have to throw them back. So we caught a couple yellowtails. We caught 2 strawberry groupers. We caught, I don't know. We caught a couple the first day, and then we had to toss them back because, there's really no reason to bring them out. But if you're listening to the audio version, Kadeem has just brought up one of the pictures, and leave this picture up, please. So that is the famous LB. Myself and LB in this picture. Again, if you're listening to the audio version, shout out to everyone who watches on YouTube. But if you're listening to the audio version, check us out on YouTube so you can see these pictures and see what we caught the second day out. And for now on, Kadeem, if I ever refer to me and LB going somewhere, I'm not gonna say me and LB no more. I'm gonna say the Barracuda boys. Bro, me and LB went out and we caught like 4 barracudas, bro. If you look at the fish in my hand right now, that's a barracuda. LB is holding up a kingfish right there, but at our feet you see about 4 other fish. I think there's 2 cudas down there and a couple kings down there too. But we also had to throw, because not only is there a size limit or size restriction, there's also a vessel limit, right? There's a person limit, a vessel limit. So you have to, once you reach a certain limit, you got to throw the next ones you catch, you got to throw them back. So it's not like we stop fishing, because we might be able to catch a couple other kinds of fish. And Kadeem just brought up another pic, and you can see the basically same thing that that's a pic right there. Gotta love that. Show the last pic, please. The next one. So yeah, man, Barracuda boys is in the building, Kadeem. It was fun. We were on the water. It was nice out. I ain't gonna lie. DraftKings Jason and 5 Yard League was supposed to be there. They couldn't make it. And if you're watching on YouTube right now, the very last picture, I know y'all see the size of this barracuda I'm holding up. It was 4 feet, bro. And to be exact, it was 46 inches, bro. Talking about a fight, Kadeem. LB had caught the first fish, right? And he's going to work. Now I'm gonna be very fair. LB, and we're gonna get to Go Time Dolphins, my bad. But no, LB's reeling this fish in, like he's reeling in, and this man is stopping. I'm like, bro, you can't stop, bro. Everybody yelling at him, bro, what are you doing, right? So LB like to really call himself the fisherman. Like, oh, I'm the fisherman. I go fishing every day, which he does, to be fair. He goes fishing every day, but he got tired of reeling this fish in. So I get on so he catches the fish, by the way. We got video of it. We're not going to show it today, but we got video of it. And then the next time it goes off, I'm reeling it in. Another one. DJ Khaled voice. Another one. Bro, I was so tired, Kadeem. Like in the middle of me reeling in this fish, I look at LB and he's recording me. I like, my bad, bro.
Not about that life.
I said, my bad, dog. This is brutal, bro. As much as I go to the gym, dog, there is not a workout that could have gotten me right for that fight for them fish, bro. So yeah, man, it's Go Time Dolphins. We're gonna get an episode with the Barracuda boys so LB could defend himself too. But let's talk some football, man.
Before we talk Pittsburgh Sunday Night Football, there's been 2 reports in terms of whispers around the Dolphins engage in some trade talks or potential trade talks. The first one is a report saying that the Dolphins are expected to part ways with Mike Gesicki. And another one is that the Dolphins are interested in Panthers linebacker Shaq Thompson. So I get your thoughts. We discussed Gesicki on here a few times, but given that this report is saying that it is now expected, what do you make of that development, and can you see the logic behind it?
It's not that it's not logical, but Mike Gesicki is a favorite for us. You know what I'm saying? You got his jersey. That's probably why he's leaving, because you got his jersey. Everybody knows my love for Mike Gesicki here on this podcast. And I think everyone just loves who he is for the team and in the locker room. Whether you're a believer of him being a top 10 tight end or not, I think we all know like who he is on the team when he's in the right system. And I think we all agree that he doesn't fit the system. My thing is, yo, coach, can you not make him fit the system? You know what I'm saying? Can you not find a way to get him in? So you see he's come through for us a couple times now in the first 6 weeks. And Kadeem was really trying to, he ain't come through yet. Boy, he came through twice now. So
I'm sorry. When I said that he had come through once, and after the fact he came through 2 touchdowns and a loss. So let's just clarify that when I said it, I also apologize for forgetting the Ravens touchdown.
So yeah, man. As far as the trade goes, I think again it is, who are we trading for? Is it going to be a player that is a significant piece? Is he going to do something for us? Is he not going to do something for us? Is he going to be a cap casualty for? You said the Panthers. Like, are the Panthers trading us somebody that we could get off their books just so they can clear cap, or are we gonna? Is this person gonna be a long-term fix for us? What you think?
Yeah, I think that's what even the most hardcore Mike Gesicki fans are kind of saying, well, listen, if he's going to go, what's the return? And I think people are kind of looking or wanting a second round pick, or a day 3 pick, but you get a significant starter, either at O-line or cornerback. I don't know if a trade between the Dolphins and the Panthers can take place. Gesicki for Shaq Thompson. I'm not sure if that is the case, but I guess to segue into the Shaq Thompson stuff, that to me sounds like the Dolphins aren't happy at linebacker. Even with the addition of Channing Tindall, it's more a matter of this is a position group which is still quite weak, which for a lot of Dolphin fans, they really want Ruben Foster to join the team. But Shaq Thompson at 28, still playing at a higher level. It's I'd love to keep Gesicki, and like you said, try and find a way to incorporate him into the team more, not just on third down, not just in the red zone. But I think to me it comes down to, for all of Gesicki's strengths catching the ball, he's too much of a liability in blocking. And I don't think it's something that Mike McDaniel can scheme around, if that makes sense.
So to put you on the spot, if we're gonna go Shaq Thompson and talk about Carolina, Shaq Thompson for Gesicki, head up, would you do it?
No, I've made it clear that if I was going to Carolina, I'd try and get one of their corners. Or I know that there's been talk among Dolphins Twitter at least of Taylor Moton, the right tackle, I believe it is. But in terms of Shaq Thompson for Mike Gesicki, even with a pick, I don't think that's something that I would do personally. But I'd understand if people were to go down that road and make that trade.
So if we went with one of their corners, I forgot both of them. I think they're one is a rookie maybe, and the other one is a second year player. I can't remember neither one of their names. One of is the dude out of Carolina.
I think it's one JC Horn.
JC Horn. That's one of them. And who's the other one? Because they're both young over there.
I want to say someone Henderson. So JC Horn were drafted last year in the first round, 8th overall. And then the other dude is, sorry, bear me 2 secs. I'm just looking at the Shaq Thompson contract. The other guy you're thinking of is CJ Henderson.
CJ Henderson that was drafted by Jacksonville?
No, CJ Henderson, who was drafted by the Panthers. That was in 2020.
Who's the Henderson that was drafted by Jacksonville? A corner.
Jacksonville. If I could spell. I know there is a Henderson who plays for the Jags, and it might be another CJ Henderson.
I think Henderson got traded from Jacksonville though. So we're doing this on the fly. Hold on. Give us a second. Henderson. Jacksonville.
No, yeah. Henderson was traded from the Jaguars to the Panthers. Yeah.
All right, cool. So, all right. So CJ Henderson or JC Horn. Yeah. Either way, if you traded Mike Gesicki to the Panthers for JC Horn, you have to give him more than just Mike Gesicki. You have to give him something else on top of that. And Henderson, to be honest with you, I don't know if I would want him, if I'm just being honest right now, as we sit here on the eve of Thursday night football. Like, I don't know if I would want CJ Henderson without going into deep. But Shaq, who is it? Shaq who?
Shaq Thompson.
Yeah, man. I can't do that. And I think he's under contract this year and next year. One for $11 million and the other for $13 million.
So I'm looking on sportrack.com, and they've got his base salary in 2022 at 1.12 million, and it jumps up next year to 12.3 million. So, and then he's a free agent in 2024.
Yeah, so I imagine, he would be on the team next year too, because his dead cap would probably be fairly high. So this would be Gesicki, unless they was trying to give us something like another pick, a late round pick, maybe we can make that work. But I'm not interested, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, I think the fact that the Dolphins are supposedly eyeing Thompson, like I said, says that they aren't too happy with what's going on at linebacker. But to me, there's still glaring holes at corner and offensive line for us to, to not look at, I guess, which is a shame.
Bro, what do you think? Give me a second, bro. What do you think about Kenny Pickett going into the Steelers Dolphins game now? It's week 7, Sunday night football, and we got the return of Tuaningamanu Olipola Tungavailoa coming back, right? Brian Flores coming in. There's talk about it, right? Everybody's, what's it gonna look like? Is there gonna be a pregame handshake? Is there gonna be a postgame handshake? If you listen to Ryan Fitzmagic on the Rich Eisen show, he says, nah, there's not gonna be a handshake. There's not gonna be. They're not even gonna acknowledge each other. When you heard that, and I'll get to Kenny Pickett later. When you heard that, what did you think? Like, I mean, all of us kind of knew that there was some uneasiness between the two, but now that I don't want to say confirmed, because it's been confirmed, but now that you hear someone who was in the building and Ryan Fitzpatrick say, yo, they're not going to shake hands, don't expect it to happen, and they're not good with each other. What do you make of that?
I think when Tua's addressed it, he's kind of played coy, and the fact that Fitz kind of opened up a bit more was welcome, but it's also one of those things where it's not surprising. And to be fair, I thought that they would shake hands, and I thought they would shake hands because Tua comes across too nice a person to hold a grudge, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can imagine Tua be like, you're not here, but, whether you wanted to or not, I was your quarterback. You drafted me for all intents and purposes. So,
Yeah.
I'm always grateful for that. I don't like the way I was treated, but you've left. You've gone into other stuff. I've gone into bigger and better things. So now I'll just drop 40 on your defense. Let's shake hands. You know what I mean?
Hopefully 40.
Yeah.
Hopefully 40.
So yeah, I still think, given what we've kind of heard from other people, whispers and stuff like that, if anything, I think Fitzpatrick kind of downplayed just how bad it was. But I think that's more Fitzpatrick just saying, yes, it was bad, but I don't think you guys will ever realize how bad it really was. And, Fitz isn't Tua, so Tua's experience is probably even worse than what Fitz was talking about. What do you make of it?
I think, one, what you said, I don't think they have the chance to shake hands. I don't think it's every day you see a linebackers coach go out of the way to find an opposing quarterback, nor do you find the opposing team quarterback to go out of their way to find the other team's linebacker coach. So I don't think they would have the opportunity to. Well, they have the opportunity for sure. That being said, they're not going to seek each other out to do it. So I think that plays a part in why Fitz said, nah, it's not going to happen, because they'll have to seek each other out to make it happen. I like Fitz, man. And someone left a comment today saying, we should have brought back Fitz when Skylar Thompson and Teddy was banged up. Like, who wouldn't have loved to see Fitz Magic go ham one more time with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, bro? Like, but I think Fitz, he just brought affirmation to everything everyone already knew. Like, we know everything you're saying. Don't feel bad for exposing nothing, spilling the beans. Although Rich Eisen tried his best to get it out of him. Like, we heard it. Like, we know what time it is. So as far as Flo and Tua goes, what if Tua goes ahead and does drop 40 and they're like, hey, Flo, don't leave, man. Let's shake hands. What if he tracks him down?
Yeah, it's a whole. People talking about how Tua was a silent assassin. So Tua, Tua doesn't.
10 shoot Tua.
Yeah, exactly. Tua doesn't do trash talking, but you can imagine Tua will kind of know where Flores is. So Tua's going to drop back, Hill's going to go deep. Fitzpatrick is going to Fitzpatrick. That is going to be left for dead, touchdown, and Tua's just going to do like a told you so. Like, I'm about this life. This is what I do. And you're going to look over to Brian Flores and just be like, now what? What are you going to say now? But again, it's in the most disrespectful way that Tua does, if that makes sense. Because Tua's not one to grab his jock strap or do anything like that. He's not that kind of person. And like I said, after the game, I don't think they'll seek each other out. But what I do think will happen is, it will be a case of they'll pass. Like, I don't think either one of them would want to be the one that is caught on camera ignoring the other one, if that makes sense. and again, especially Tua. And if anything, I wouldn't be surprised if Brian Flores seeks out Tua before the game to try and, I guess, repair his image and be like, see, no hard feelings. I saw him, I shook his hand, all that kind of stuff. And really, it's like, we're onto you. We know why you're doing this. You're not doing this because you care. You're doing this because you know that in the media you've never been dragged through the mud since you left Miami.
That's interesting, Kadeem. Let me think about this for a second. Bro.
While you think about it, very quickly, I want to give a shout out to. I want to get the name right. to Sean Johnson on YouTube, who correctly pointed out. So, you know, we were trying to work out where that second round pick was in
What second round
2019.
pick?
In 2019, we couldn't work out why.
Oh, then was there Leonte Carew? No, that was way before that. Was that Mike Gesicki?
Nope.
Who was it?
So the Dolphins didn't pick it. The Dolphins didn't have a second round pick in 2019.
Why?
Josh Rosen.
Dead. Ding, ding, ding.
So thank you very much, Sean Johnson. He said,
I know we traded up for Leonte Carew,
Yeah.
but that was the Gase era. That was not. I'm tripping, y'all boys. Hey, I could drop the ball a couple. See, quarterbacks fumble from time to time, bro. We hold on to the pocket too long. I dropped the ball, threw a pick. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. Leonte Carew. That was like 2016, not 2019.
Do you know what? Now that you said that, what did you make of Tua in his press conference saying that he knows he holds on to the ball for too long and he needs to learn to get rid of it, which is something that Nick Saban was saying in Alabama. The kid holds on to the ball for too long,
and it's because he's always trying to make a play.
Yeah,
and then he still has the best quarterback completion percentage there is. It's crazy. So it says, when I hold on to the ball, I still make the right decision by holding on to the ball. If you go by the numbers, it says it. But we're not saying, bro, don't hold on to the ball because of the numbers. We're saying you got to get rid of the ball so you don't take extra hits. And that, I think the whole world's been saying that, bro. All these hits accumulate, right? And then who knows what the outcome will be. So I think he obviously knew that before the last concussion. So now it's, if you watched him when he said it, he was like, all right, man, all right. I know I gotta throw the ball away. But now it's like I really gotta throw the ball away. Before it was the repercussions weren't too bad. It just looked bad. Like balls being thrown as incomplete passes at the line's feet, and it almost looked like a fumble. It was just the aesthetics of it looked very bad. But now he understands it's more than aesthetics. It's your health is at risk higher now, at a heightened level. So he does understand it now, but I'm going to be honest with you, Kadeem. If you had habits from high school to your third year into your career, it's not going to be an easy habit to break. Don't expect all to drop back, have everyone covered after 3.2 seconds, and then say, all right, let me get outside the hashes and throw this thing into the first row. It's not going to happen that easy, unfortunately. So, man, I don't love it. And I'm glad you said this too, Kadeem, because I feel like it's not that it's a Tua thing. If you've seen any quarterback laid out the way Tua was laid out, you will have an uneasy feeling about yourself. So there's Dolphin fans who are like, oh, he's injury prone, he's fragile. And this is not that conversation. But now I have a genuine concern for the person Tua, not the quarterback, not if he's my franchise quarterback, not if he can complete long passes. I have a genuine concern now, like, dang, too many of those, you're not going to be around long enough, bro. And has nothing to do with the Dolphins or Tua or pro Tua or anti-Tua. If I seen another quarterback laid out like that, I would feel uneasy about it. And I would also know, bro, you can't take too many of those. And I would feel bad as a human. So I hate the fact that it's my quarterback and it's the person that I've been championing for 3 years now. So it got real quick, and it has nothing to do with his stats, what he can and can't do, his throws or nothing like that. It's like, nah, bro, you can't hold on to the ball like that. You had a catastrophic hip injury because you held on to the ball too long, and you had a life-altering concussion because the ball was held on too long. What did you make of it? What he said and how he said it?
It's one of those things where I'm glad he knows it. I'm pretty sure he's said it in the past because it's not a new issue. But like you said, it's not like on Sunday he's going to drop back 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Oh, nothing's on, scramble, throw. Mm-hmm. He's still going to be like, okay, pockets relatively clean. I can make a play. I can make a play. Slap. It's like, something which even the best quarterbacks will have a few plays per game where they're holding the ball for a bit too long because they're trying to make a play. So it's not something which is going to change overnight, and I don't think it's something which, to be honest, he's ever really going to get rid of because when you're ingrained to, every play could be a touchdown. No, outside of your checkdowns and stuff like that, it is what it is. I know for a fact. I've probably said it on this podcast. Joe Burrow has the same problem, and he suffered some bad injuries. He's not going to change who he is. Some of the sacks he takes are because he's holding on to the ball for too long, not because he's a bad quarterback, but because he wants a Jamar Chase to, that extra second could be the difference between, a touchdown. But it's also the difference between you getting knocked out and stuff like that, which I guess takes us on to our next thing, which you kind of mentioned earlier, Kenny Pickett.
Before we go to Kenny Pickett, I do want to say with Tua, can you imagine Tua drops back Sunday, has all the time in the world just for this particular drop back, and decides to run outside the hash, and someone gets free after 3 seconds or 3.5 seconds of being blocked, and then the ball goes into the front row, people will still be like, what are you doing?
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's the funniest thing when people say, oh, you got to throw the ball away. You know what I'm saying? Or it's your fault. Like, bro, even if he did throw the ball away, y'all would say Tua ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Tua's not it. As like it was his fault someone didn't get open. But look, man, I'm not.
So very quickly, there will be a play where he rolls out and there's a defender breathing down his neck and he's going to throw it away. And as he throws it away, Tyreek Hill is going to be open. And then he didn't see Tyreek Hill, and it's like, well, if he scanned the field and then meant to make that throw and he got hit from behind and fumbled the ball, people will say, why didn't he throw the ball away? And that's not a Tua thing. It's a people armchair head coaching the quarterbacks. But we also know, given the toxic nature of Miami Dolphins fan base, that could be one of those things. However, I honestly doubt Tua cares. So, yeah.
You talk about Kenny Pickett.
Yes. So, Kenny Pickett played on Sunday, missed, and was taken out of the game with a concussion. As Dolphin fans, we know exactly what it's like. Quarterback is the game, and Blair's concussion protocol. Not only is he not allowed back in the game, he can't basically return to the practice field until Thursday at the very earliest.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did Kenny Pickett manage to return to the practice field on Wednesday,
he might play Sunday.
Yeah. So again, when people say, "Oh, Dolphin fans complain," it's like, but this is it's not even that's happened years later.
Not only that.
Later.
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
This is literally weeks after the whole Tua situation, the Teddy Bridgewater situation. Kenny Pickett left the game with a confirmed concussion and returned 2 to 3 days later, like nothing happened. So Dolphins fans are like, every single media person, Twitter doctor, Chris Nowinski, former WWE wrestler who retired, all that kind of stuff. Why are you radio silent on Kenny Pickett and the Steelers? Why?
I need Dr. Josina Anderson and Dr. Stephen A. Smith to make an appearance right now. You know what I'm saying? Because and for everyone listening who you guys are trying to be slick, because Tua's concussion was worse than Kenny Pickett's concussion. First of all, we're not talking about the Bengals concussion. We're talking about the Bills hit. You see what I'm saying, Kadeem? There's a difference because the hit wasn't considered a concussion. And that was the uproar that he came back too fast from the Bills hit, right? So even if it was a concussion, then that's when he came back too fast. It was a concussion. They need to be just as loud for Kenny Pickett now, because Kenny Pickett was cleared 3 days later, and now he's going to play in a game 6 days later. So where everybody at? Where y'all at? That's for real, Kadeem.
this is a direct quote from Mike Tomlin on Tuesday. So this is Tuesday. Kenny Pickett is in the concussion protocol with a confirmed concussion on Tuesday. And Tomlin says, Kenny Pickett is in a concussion protocol. It's my understanding that his work won't be limited in any way in preparation. We will adhere to the protocol and will follow that and let that be our guide in terms of participation. I'll say this. If he's clear to play, he'll play. When Tua didn't have a concussion after the Bills, that was confirmed, but people were saying he should sit out. And again, it was Thursday Night Football, so the timeline's different. But, okay, not even Tua. Teddy Bridgewater, first snap, gets hit, and the people / person who saw Teddy Bridgewater stumble have come out and said that they felt he stumbled. Now, felt is a very different word to saw.
Still, yeah, for sure. How do you feel like someone stumbled without seeing it?
And the fact that there's still no video evidence. So all of a sudden, it's like Teddy Bridgewater had to not only miss the rest of that game, but wasn't allowed to return on Thursday.
Yeah.
Because someone felt he stumbled. And even though he cleared the concussion protocol on Sunday, still wasn't allowed to return to practice until the Thursday. Whereas Kenny Pickett suffered a concussion on Sunday, was in the concussion protocol on Tuesday, but were like, he should be fine to play on Sunday, and has since returned to practice. And again, all those people that said that, oh, the Dolphins are trying to kill Tua, Mike McDaniel doesn't care about his players, all this kind of stuff. Again, why isn't anyone saying, well, hold on, Tomlin, why aren't you sitting Kenny Pickett? Why aren't you saving the kid from himself? Why aren't you resting for a week?
You know why, Kadeem? Because Mike Tomlin's going to turn around and say the doctors cleared him.
Which is what, and so I'll play advocate. Daniel's the exact same thing about Tua.
Hey, you just broke up, so I don't know if we got that on the podcast. But I feel you said Mike McDaniel said the exact same thing about Tua. So yeah, I don't know if that came through or not, or maybe I broke up on my end. But how about this, Kadeem? I'm gonna give DraftKings Jason a call right now while we're on the podcast. Let's see how this goes. Hold on, give us a second, bro. Give us a second. Let's see what we get.
I can see the conversation. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Let's see what we get. Can you hear it?
I can hear it. So for those not watching on YouTube.
Oh,
hello.
Hey, DraftKings Jason, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Hey, we're live on the podcast just in case. What's up, bro?
We're live.
Yeah, man. How you enjoying Miami?
Oh, it's good. I'm looking forward to Sunday now. Getting close.
Hey, so I didn't know if I should come out there. I didn't know if I should come out there in Dolphin shirt or nah. Did you guys wear Dolphin clothes?
We're not repping for now. We're saving it all for Sunday.
All right, cool. I didn't want to be the only, what y'all call it, bloke. I didn't want to be the only bloke out there in aqua and orange. All right, man. Hey, I'm gonna see you soon, bro.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
All right.
Have a good pod, guys.
Yo. In there.
It's funny how DraftKings Jason's lives in the UK, works around the corner to me essentially, but I haven't met him in person yet. And yet you're going to meet him before I do, and you live in the States.
What's that? How many miles is that away? Like 4,400, 4,700 miles away?
I could not tell you.
Yeah, something like that. What's up? You trying to get in a no huddle? Coach K is in the building.
I thought you never ask.
Thought you never ask. Woo!
So, you know what time it is, no huddle.
Hey, did you just say you know what time it is, no huddle?
Yeah.
Well, you just taking my line and remixing it, huh? You know what time it is.
So, Kadeem Simmons has left the building to be replaced by Coach K. Coach K has his playbook in hand, and he also has a new phone case. in Miami Dolphins phone case, so everyone can see that. So, the Dolphins injury report as of Thursday: Keon Crossen, Sam Iguavan, and Emmanuel Ogba did not participate. Although it looks like Sam Iguavan was not injury related, he has an illness. All of these guys were limited. So we have Teron Armstead, but I believe he's back in practice just on a limited basis. Jerome Baker, Kader Kohu, Greg Little, Zach Sealer, Durham Smythe, Skylar Thompson, Jalen Waddle, and Christian Wilkins. And then Tanner Connor and Raheem Mostert were all full participants on Thursday. And then the last three guys on the injury report, although they seem to be completely fine at the moment, is Elijah Campbell, Xavier Howard, and Melvin Ingram. That is it for the Dolphins injury report. And then, what do you want? Do you want a Fahrenheit or do you want a Celsius?
Bro, it's so funny because I know that we do this every Fins Up Friday, and yet I'm never prepared for it. Like I'm always surprised when you like ask me this question, but just let's shoot from the hip. Let me see what I get.
82 degrees Fahrenheit. What's that in Celsius?
82 degrees Fahrenheit. Is 28, 82 degrees. That's okay. We're getting somewhere. 41, 14, 82 degrees Fahrenheit.
82 degrees Fahrenheit.
Let's go with 31 degrees Celsius.
What's funny is that the first number you said was the correct answer. 28.
28? Oh,
you said 28,
my goodness, bro.
And then I was like, what? Where are you going? So 28 degrees Celsius.
Bro, I'll be so close, bro. Like last week, I wasn't close at all. And then the week before, I was hitting them on the head. I got to brush up. I got to brush up on my Celsius to Fahrenheit and vice versa. I'm gonna get right. Same way I got to get right with easy money. But go ahead.
It's fantasy.
Yeah, fantasy football, man. Listen, Tua's back. Not only is Tua back, we're playing against a Steelers defense who gives up the big play. Not only are we playing against the Steelers defense that gives up the big play, Tua's going to have something to prove. Not only are we playing against a Steelers defense that gives up a big play and Tua has something to prove, it's going to be Sunday night, and we're going to be celebrating the 50th anniversary of the 72 undefeated Miami Dolphins season. That's the reason to start Tua all by itself. And I, for one, have Tua in one of my leagues, and I'm starting him without hesitation. So Tua is a lock to start in fantasy. Raheem Mostert is considered a start for me. I would like to think I have another option to start other than Raheem Mostert, but I'm comfortable starting Raheem Mostert. Don't get it twisted. So you can go ahead and start him. Start Tua, start Mostert. Waddle and Hill supposed to be. I should be able to skip them two in fantasy football when we talk about them. But you got to play your go-tos, and Waddle and Hill. As wishy-washy as Mike Gesicki has been, I can't start him ever. Maybe in a bye week, and if you happen to have Mike Gesicki available to you during the bye week, 100% throw him in there. But if we're just talking, if you have another option other than Mike Gesicki, I'm probably going with the other option, regardless of who it is. It's crazy like that, but I'm done with Jason Sanders. I can't do it. Even year, chill out. Don't make me laugh, bro. Even year, I can't do Jason Sanders no more. But we're going to start the Dolphins defense this week. We're going to start the Dolphins defense because somehow Kenny Pickett cleared concussion protocol, and we're going to have a rookie in his second or third game. So yeah, let's do that. Let's throw Kenny Pickett some things to look at. Start the Dolphins defense. I think we're going to get a couple turnovers. We're playing underneath the lights, It's going to be fun. On the other side of the ball, I'm not starting Kenny Pickett. I am starting Deontay Johnson. I'm starting Najee Harris. I'm also starting Pickens, George Pickens. Touche's 24, George Pickens. Freiermuth may not play. If he does play, you will start him. Matter of fact, if you have to make a decision between Freiermuth and Gesicki, I would start Freiermuth over Gesicki. So that should help you out. Not starting the Steelers defense at all. And I don't think the Steelers put up enough points to start their kicker. Not saying that I don't rock with their kicker because I actually do, but that's all I got for No Huddle, man.
Yeah, Pat Freiermuth for someone who was in concussion protocol, but was a full participant on Wednesday, on Thursday. But I don't know when he's having his concussion, so he could just be, okay. But yeah. What you got for us for easy money?
So unfortunately, last week the lines did not come out for easy money yet. They didn't come out, and it was because they didn't know who the quarterback would be. Would it be Teddy? Would it be Skyler? Tua got cleared to play, right? So the props for receiver props and running back props did not come out by the time we recorded this podcast. And for those who don't know what time we record Fins Up Friday podcast, it's Thursday night American, like Eastern time, but like Friday morning London. So it's still Fins Up Friday. But now they're not out yet because we have the Sunday night game. So we don't have any player props for you. And I kind of hate that because the props that I was hitting earlier in the season was because Tua was the quarterback. And now we hit a little skid. And I wanted to go exotic with you and get back on the horse. But I'm going to keep it plain Jane. I'm just going to take the Dolphins money line. None of the props are out yet, unfortunately. But I do think you get a minus 315. Nothing to write home about, but we should be locked in for the easy money bet of the week.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, man. I'm about to go enjoy Thursday night football with DraftKings Jason and 5 Yard Lee, GT the affiliates. Shout out to Rado the boss for the GTD affiliate thing, man. Hey, y'all come on with a bonus time with us. Y'all know what time it is. Stay positive. Test negative. For Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
Make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Go. Don't waste no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time.
Before we get into score predictions, we asked for some questions via social media, and we have a few. The first one is for you, Charlie. This is from @Story1388, Brett Story, and he says, who stopped Charlie Touche in the opening week of season in fantasy football this year?
It was Brett Story. He think he's slick. Hey, he beat me. But when Debo come by, I tuck my chain in. I'll be quiet. But when he leave, I'll be talking again. So ask him. I would like to ask him where he is in the ranking, in the standings, and where am I in the standings. I'm just saying. But yeah, for everyone wondering where these questions come from, hit us up on social media. Ask us whatever questions you got for us, and we'll answer them right here on the podcast. You can hit us up on YouTube in the YouTube comments. Hit us up, give us questions on IG, give us questions on Twitter @GoTimeDolphins, and we'll get around to your questions on the podcast.
This is from created by George Butcher, who is a graphics guy at GTD. He says most underrated player this season and most overrated player this season.
I'll let you take that.
I think the most underrated. I think Tua's the easy one to say, given people just didn't respect him basically.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think it might be Zach Sealer. I think people don't quite understand how good Zach Sealer is, and he just signed up with Drew Rosenhall?
Rosenhaus.
Rosenhouse, sorry, yeah, who is a top agent in the NFL.
Beast of an agent.
Pardon?
Beast of an agent,
Yeah,
for sure.
Zach Sealer is about to get paid, whether it's in Miami or not, who knows? But listen, I think Zach Sealer is gonna definitely deserve the contract he gets. And the most overrated player, I'm torn between even year Jason Sanders and through 6 weeks of the season, unfortunately, I'm gonna go with Cedric Wilson. But I think that's more just because even though he missed some time due to injury, when he has been on the field, he's been a non-factor. And Wes Welker basically addressed that on Thursday and said that, he'll get more touches as the week progressed. He's, learned the system more and more and more. The people who have kind of got most of the reps so far this season have been the people who kind of, a bit more advanced in the playbook and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully Cedric Wilson can turn it around. But I think right now the Dolphins could be looking at it going, we kind of paid you a lot of money, time for you to start paying that back, I guess. So how about you?
How did he word it? Overrated and underrated?
Yeah.
Man, you hit it on the head with the Zach Sealer, because he's not going to be a Dolphin for too long. And shout out to him, though, because he earned it. And we just don't have the money to pay him. If you remember Zach Sealer's story, I think he slept. He didn't have a house down here or something. I think he had a trailer. And then he got like a 1 or 2 year deal. And then now he parlayed that into long-term talks. Kind of like the Emmanuel Ogba story. Shout out to Emmanuel Ogba, find a home here, but not showing up for us. Come on, bro. I need that. I need that, bro. Roll the dice, bro. I need to see the sack dance from Emmanuel Ogba again. Underrated player of the year for the Miami Dolphins so far right now. Kader Kohou.
Yeah, great shot.
Kader Kohou at one point was PF Pro Football Focus a top 10 ranked corner in the league. Not even rookie ranked. He was just a top 10 corner in the league. So underrated so far for me is Kader Kohou, which Keon Crossan and Kader Kohou are on the injury report. I think one of them going to play. Can't remember. But it's crazy how all the corners are banged up. Every single one. Matter of fact, I got pads, Kadeem. I might, but hey, hold on, let me go get my pads. Hold on, bro. Hey, keep the people entertained. I'm gonna go get my pads, bro.
As this guy goes to get his pads, I was gonna say the next question, but I guess I'd probably wait for that. If you play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 comes out on the 28th. Listen, I'm always on that game. Shout me, hit me up. We can play some Call of Duty. Thursday night, I was playing with my boy Drakey, who's a new Dolphins fan. We were talking Dolphins football. We're just talking life in general. If you play Call of Duty, hit me up.
Listen, man. I told you I'm out here, bro. Bro, I told you I'd do this, Kadeem. These are my pads, bro. Suit up, man. Strap up, bro. Show the pads on there.
Those pads look like they've never been worn. And is that because when you wore them, you got injured straight away and that's taken back off again?
Bro, you got all the jokes. You got all the jokes.
What did I say on the shoulder?
And they, well, these stripes, bro. These my stripes, bro. I'm out here, man. Y'all see this? Where my helmet at? I got a helmet in there too, boy. But I ain't gonna go get it because we wasting time now. But I'll do the rest of the podcast with my shoulder pads on, man. Where was that? Overrated player. Overrated. Unfortunately, it's Emmanuel Agba. Unfortunately, but he still has. Bruh, we at week 7. Other team gets paid too, bro. We got time to turn some of these things around. You hate to see it, but they get paid too. Emmanuel Agba got the bag. Hopefully he delivers for us with a couple sacks and we can see the sack dance.
Shout out to Jason Cook because I know in the comments he can say Jason Phillips. Just know it.
Jalen Phillips.
Yeah. And then the last one is from Drakey James at James_M_Drake. What player, past or present, would you have loved to see play for the Dolphins?
Pass. Well, I guess it just wouldn't be present because he's on the Dolphins. So, past player that I would like to see play on the present Dolphins.
Although to be fair, he doesn't say like it could be a present player who plays for another team.
Oh, okay. So it's not a past Dolphins player that I would like to see on this current team. It's what player would I like to see past or present on this current Dolphins?
I guess so, yeah.
All right. We'll go with the latter. Let's go with current player, or you know what? I'm gonna do a solid. I'm gonna give him a past and a current player that I would like to see play on the Dolphins. Current player that's in the league right now that I'd like to see play on the Miami Dolphins.
While you think, I'm gonna go with. He always does this. In terms of past player, I'm gonna go with the guy whose jersey I'm wearing right now. I have a modern throwback, but with Zach Thomas 54 in it. So the reason Zach Thomas isn't in the Hall of Fame because I've got his jersey. I apologize for that, but I would have loved to have seen Zach Thomas play as a Miami Dolphin. And then present, I'm not gonna lie. Like now we've got Tyreek Hill. I guess I'd probably want to go with like a Nick Chubb or a Derrick Henry, just a running back who could like just totally transform this Miami Dolphins run game very quickly. Because I kind of fell in love with just NFL when this Legion of Boom was just doing its bit. I would have loved to see him Cam Chancellor as a Miami Dolphin. Never happened, but a bit of fun there.
Man, you answer these questions pretty fast. Like I still need time, but I'm gonna try to nip it in the bud for y'all. Present player, and those are 2 great picks, Kadeem. Like those are great ones. Nick Chubb and Zach Thomas. Dang. All right. I'm gonna go with Champ Bailey, past player. The best corner for my dollar. In my opinion, Champ Bailey is better. In my unpopular opinion, Champ Bailey was better than Deion Sanders. And I know Deion Sanders is probably the consistent number 1 best corner ever. I would debate that by saying Champ Bailey also tackled. You know what I'm saying? Like Deion didn't tackle. Not only did Deion tackle, Deion didn't. Not only did Deion not tackle, Champ I think went. It was the dumbest stat. Like he went maybe. I don't know. I don't even want to say the wrong stat, but it was like 3 years and only gave up 2 touchdowns. It was the wildest thing. So all the talk about shutdown corners and stuff. There's no shutdown corners in the NFL right now. So I'm gonna give that to Champ Bailey, past player. Present player, I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with what present player would I like to see? Man, let me just go to Matt Hennessy, man, because it's attainable. Matt Hennessy is the center for the Atlanta Falcons. I would love to have Matt Hennessy on this Miami Dolphins offensive line.
I thought you were going to go Asante Samuel Jr.
That was a good one too. But I think I wore that out.
Yeah.
I wore that out.
Last but not least.
And plus, I just picked Champ Bailey, so we don't need to remove all the corners. You know what I'm saying?
Your score prediction for Dolphins, Steelers, Sunday Night Football on my birthday.
Yeah, so I kind of blew the score prediction and easy money. But I didn't blow your birthday. Like, I knew it was coming. So, you know what I'm saying? I was just whatever. So anyway, Kadeem's birthday is Sunday. Everybody wish him happy birthday in the comments on social media. That's what's up, man. It's not your birthday yet, but y'all send my dog a happy birthday party on social media. Score prediction 27-13. Dolphins get it done.
I'm going to go 33-19 Miami Dolphins.
There you have it.